Let me turn to somebody, Ambassador Lalit Man Singh. Sir, you have seen the evolution of India-US relations from both sides, from headquarters as well as you are there. Another India government led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. President Clinton came after 22 years gap. The whole structure put in place. Now, I have three questions for you. One is, after hearing these three distinguished panelists, how much you agree with them, how much you disagree with them? Third is, when you look back, do you think in concrete result terms, Vajpayee-Clinton summit, or summits, because they met in Delhi, then met in, achieved more than Clinton-Obama visit? And third is, after this summit, has it strengthened India's hand in strategic terms? It will be easier for India to deal with, let's say, Pakistan, China, Afghanistan, South China Sea. How does it help other than bilateral sense? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Surendra. That's a big bunch of questions for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes will just enable me to give my views, but not arguments. Okay, well, let's talk about the summits. I think there are two kinds of summits. There are summits which are path-breaking, groundbreaking, and there are summits which are trend-setting. I'm afraid I don't agree that this is a paradigm shift. There is no paradigm shift in this summit. If you ask for groundbreaking summits, I think Obama's visit in 2000 was groundbreaking. It changed the course of American policy towards India. Manmohan Singh's visit in 2005 was groundbreaking. The nuclear deal was sealed then. This Modi's visit to Washington last time was a trend-setting visit. Now, I wouldn't be as parsimonious as Shashi Tharoor in sort of summing up his achievements. But let me say, these are what I think are the real achievements of Mr. Modi when he went to Washington. Firstly, he repaired the damage to the relationship which had been suffered for the preceding 4 years. You know, what had happened was, since the nuclear tests of 1998, our relations hadn't plunged to such depths as it was before Mr. Modi's visit to Washington. He has restored that. He has brought back relevance into Indo-US relations. He's brought, as they say, the fizz back into the relationship. Nobody's questioning it now. Number two, I think he changed the mood of American business. American business is always skeptical because, you know, they are maximalists. They want 100% satisfaction. They don't have 100% satisfaction, but Mr. Modi managed to turn them around into looking at India fresh and thinking of India as a place where they can invest money. And Mr. Modi didn't persuade the American business community. I think facts on the ground have favored Mr. Modi. The fiscal deficit is down, the CAD is down, inflation is down, the growth rates are going up. I think India is emerging as the place to invest in for any business community, and especially for the American business. And if you believe the US IBC, the interaction between Mr. Modi and the American business community resulted in transactions of the order of $40 billion. That's good. That's good news. Number three, Mr. Modi reaffirmed Mr. Vajpayee's belief that India and the United States are natural allies. Mr. Vajpayee's singular achievement, which is not noted in foreign policy pronouncements, is that after nearly 5 decades, he has jettisoned India's policy of non-alignment. And he substituted that by a string of strategic partnerships, which is what we have today. What Mr. Modi has established is that today, the United States is the principal strategic partner of India. There is a group of about 27 countries, according to the MEA, with which we have strategic partnership agreements. And the US stands way above all the others in terms of the range and depth of partnership. And that is why I think Mr. Modi is saying the US is our principal strategic partner. So if there's a pecking order of strategic partnership, I'll say number one, definitely the United States. Then it's followed by Japan, by ASEAN, and Australia. China is an iffy question. China can be a strategic partner, but provided China can satisfy us on security grounds. As of now, China, I don't think, would be considered a strategic partner. Russia, as of now, is just an economic partner. Not strategic by any terms, but who knows, after Mr. Putin comes here after a few days, we'll know whether Russia's rating will go up or not. So what exactly did Mr. Modi achieve in his trip to Washington? One, defense and security cooperation. This is the big part of the relationship. And a major decision was taken to renew that 10-year defense cooperation agreement, which was signed when Mr. Pranab Mukherjee went as defense minister to Washington in 2005. That is a major decision, and nobody was sure whether this government will renew it or not. It has been decided they will renew it. Raising defense FDI from 26% to 49% is a big step. We are expecting American defense industries to come here and take advantage of this opening. There is going to be more cooperation on homeland security. There will be more intelligence cooperation. Anti-terrorism is now a big part of the agenda. And I think Mr. Modi was pretty successful in getting Obama to recognize the Pakistani terrorist groups in the joint statement. Trade issues have been addressed, and the recent visit of the USDR is a good pointer that this is being taken seriously. A solution has been found for the trade facilitation agreement, major step forward. It couldn't have happened without Mr. Modi and President Obama being on the same page. And finally, the visit has given a boost to a number of dormant dialogues. There were 27 high-level dialogues between India and the United States, and these were sleeping in the second UPA government. Now they have been revived, and whether it is energy, clean energy, green energy, science and technology, education, all these dialogues are going to be revived. So I think a pretty good bunch of achievements for Mr. Modi on his first visit to Washington. And maybe a little later I could talk about what's coming up next in January.
Thank you, sir.